Hey everyone, Dr. Frunke here with a very familiar start to another unboxing video. For those of you who follow my channel, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of the Zero Tolerance 0392 lineup. Now I only have the BRN GLD in front of me today because I've sent off the Blue Bowie to be modified by Fanatic Edge. I'm really excited to see how that one comes out, but I have been in love with this series of knives. I've made a bunch of videos on them, including an overview of the entire series. And I've finally sort of gotten a new knife here that is the daddy of this knife. So if you know anything about the 0392 lineup, you know that this is a collaboration with custom knife maker Rick Hinderer based on his Eklipse model. Now the difference between the 0392s and the original Eklipse is that these are substantially larger knives, and they're made that way to accommodate a variety of blade shapes. So they've had 3 different blade shapes now, and it looks like they're only going to have 3. It looks like they just announced the very last 0392 is going to go back to this original blade shape but be done in totally black DLC, which I will admit is very disappointing. But what I have today is an exciting unboxing. So this just came into the old Dr. Frunke here by ways of True North Knives. This is the last place I was able to find this particular knife in combination. So if you follow Rick Hinderer and his feeds on social media and stuff, you'll know that they just released a new generation of the Eklipse. And so that's what we've got here. I've got a Generation 2 Eklipse, and it just arrived here, and I am really excited to open it in front of all of you guys. So why don't I go ahead and use the 0392 to open it up. This ridiculously sharp wicked edge that I've got on here is really incredible. So True North Knives had this available. It was the last site that I could find that had this particular combo available. So here we have our standard plain white Hinderer box. I'll put this guy up here for now. Made in the US of A. If you follow my channel, you're familiar with unboxing a Hinderer. I had my Fatty Warncliffe. Oh my goodness. And here we go. We've got the Generation 2 Eklipse. This one looks like it was hand assembled by Amanda Berkey. So thank you, Amanda, for also including some tactical peanuts. I do appreciate that. So this is a knife that caught my eye immediately. Now I missed it on a couple of sites. I think that they made 2 or 3 of these. They had them on various distributors, but this is the combo that I wanted. I want to give a special shout out to a friend of mine. He goes by Madman on YouTube and CMADAF on Instagram. He was very generous to offer to buy this knife off of me if I decided that I didn't like it. So what do we have here? We've got the Generation 2 Hinderer Eklipse. Now Hinderer has taken a hint from Zero Tolerance and made the handle bigger in order to accommodate different blade shapes. And Hinderer has come out and said we are going to have different blade shapes on this model of the Eklipse. And they've already started out with the unique blade shape. So the 0392 started out with this slicer grind. Well, the new Generation Eklipse. Oh, and let's just go ahead and just show off the back of it here. So we've got the bronze Eklipse going on. We've got the flat dark earth and black G10. I just feel like this is an amazing combo of colors. I really liked my blue and black G10 model, but I really like this one. You know, I like my golds and browns a little bit. This is, oh, it flips really nicely. The trailing point or new clip point model that just came out, the Generation 2 Hinderer Eklipse. Really cool here. I wanted the Stonewash edition. I didn't really want the working finish. I didn't really want the gray DLC. There are some different editions out there and available right now. But man, oh man, it's got a nice action right off the bat. Really smooth. They've got that detent tuned perfectly. You know, something I've noticed about Hinderer and its hardware, they sort of have this sort of brownish, almost bronzed finish to some of the hardware. And I just think that it would look really nice with a bronze body. And man, does it look really nice. So you see there's some sort of bronze colored on the inside of the pivot there. You can catch it on the inside of the pivot screw. I just think that that's a really nice combo. And this combination of the flat dark earth G10 with the black and the total bronze package here, that's just really, really nice. So I had to pick this up. I sort of hesitated for a while. I think I said in another video I wasn't going to buy one of these, but with someone offering to buy it off of me afterwards, I just couldn't say no. I just had to have it. Really, really enjoying the details on this knife here. The layering of that G10 as it pairs with that bronze frame. This is really the winning combo to me. Now, they had the same blue and black G10 that I had on my Hinderer Fatty Wharncliffe, but I think that for this knife, I wanted to go a little bit different. And it definitely reminds me of the BRN GLD. I mean, there's no denying the similarities here. Now, Hinderer has gone for the same 3.5-inch blade length as the 0392, and now it's just made the handle larger to accommodate. So what I'm feeling right off the bat is that the ZT is markedly heavier than the actual Hinderer is. Let me see if I can find my scale in this pile of junk over here. So here we go. We've got the scale going here. Let's see if we can get it zeroed. That's right. Okay, zeroed. We'll go ahead and throw this up on there. We got 5.0 ounces for the Hinderer, and on the 0392. Now mine has the brass over travel stop, so a little bit heavier, but 5.9 ounces. That'll be accounted for by the full titanium build on the ZT, whereas this one has the titanium scale, but it's got the G10 scale on top of it. So a little bit lighter here. This one is obviously done in S35VN, the standard Hinderer steel. This one is done in CTS 204P. Now, interestingly, the price points are very similar here. So this knife, I believe, came in somewhere around $415, $425, something like that. And this one came in at $425. So right at about the same price. So you'd be really hard-pressed to choose one over the other one, and it's going to really just come down to brand loyalty and goals of what you want to have in your knife. So obviously the Hinderer is going to be running on the Teflon washers. It's going to have a slightly different detent, but really, that's tuned really nicely, just straight out of the box. That's super, super smooth. It's closing really, really nicely. It's got a great grip to it. It's nice and light. And that trailing point blade, in real life, in the hand, it looks a lot nicer than it does in the pictures. It looks a little bit awkward in the online pictures, but it's got a nice upswept tip. It's almost like a Persian-style blade. They're calling it the trailing point, which I guess is pretty much a Persian-style blade, which is kind of nice for me because, you know, I don't know if you know this, but I might be half Persian, but you can learn a little bit more about that later. We've got the titanium on steel interface there, so still no lock bar insert. Let's see, we've got perfect centering. Well, maybe it's slightly off. No, I just think that's the way that the frame is. It's pretty much perfectly centered. There again, you can see the little bronze accents on the blade. You know, I don't know why that's there on the blades and things, but I think that it just looks beautiful with the bronze overall look. With this flat dark earth G10 and black, it's setting it off so nicely. Now, I have purchased a set of full bronze titanium hardware to replace on this knife, and definitely I'm going to go ahead and make a video of that. The one thing I'm missing, and if you can help me out, I will be eternally grateful, is I cannot find a bronze titanium 3.5-inch pivot screw. So if someone can help me find one of those, let me know, send me some information. I can't find them new online, so I'm going to have to buy it off of somebody. If some generous soul out there wants to sell it to me, definitely hit me up. I'm going to enjoy this knife. I'm going to carry it. Go follow my Instagram to see some pictures and videos of me carrying this every day. Definitely going to enjoy experiencing this over the next few weeks. It's going to pair nicely maybe with this brass Olight, so you're gonna see some nice pictures of that. And thanks for watching, guys. Really excited to have this in my collection. Thanks to Madman for offering to help me out with this. Click like and subscribe, guys. Go check out my Instagram at Dr. Frunky. As always, guys, this is Dr. Frunky saying take care.